Okay, we're gonna try this out again. So Harmony back with another queer history moment. I think I filmed it like 4 times, but you know what? I think this last time, this is gonna stick. We got this. So we've already been through the 1950s and 60s. I'm just looking at my workshop content here. One of my access needs is that I need to be able to read things from a script because my memory can't hold all of this information, even though I did the research and created this content. Words are hard and being on camera is difficult, so it also helps with the nerves a little bit. So we're going to start with the 1960s again. So in 1964, an individual by the name of Ted North, who spelt his name with all lowercase letters, established the Dogwood Monarchist Society, or the DMS, right here in Vancouver, BC. As the first chapter established in all of Canada, it is the Mother Court. It is part of the International Imperial Court System, or IICS, one of the oldest and largest 2S LGBTQIA organizations in the world. It actually is still active today as well. Each chapter of the IICS is a nonprofit organization with a mandate to raise funds for charity in its region. Each year during the Coronation Ball, the DMS Imperial Sovereign Court of the Dogwood Empire, the Mother Court of Canada, elects an Emperor and Empress of Vancouver. Ted North was the first Empress of Canada, and I could do a full 10 minutes just on Ted North, y'all. Like, there's even a street in Vancouver that's named after him, and so the titles elected to in court are now Emperor, Empress, and Emprex. And I'm very bad at saying R's, but it's EMPREX, in line with moving away from the binary. In 2018, the first non-binary person was elected. This is a local, amazing Indigenous drag artist named Continental Breakfast. And if you haven't seen or met or been to an event where Continental Breakfast is there, I highly encourage you to do this. They are amazing. The energy and the community that they can bring together just by being themselves. They're my favorite host of any show. They have a background in stand-up comedy as well. They're one of the best people that you will ever meet, and their art and their drag is so thought-provoking and amazing that you absolutely have to go and see them. I'm just tearing up. I think I've cried in every 4 versions of this. But yeah, to know that they were the first non-binary person, like, fuck yeah, I love that. That is like hardcore queer shit. And the current reigning empires are Scotty B Banks and Karmella Barr. And I'll put a picture of the two of them in here. And man, this is a powerful picture. Scotty is like standing behind Karmella, and he has like a red sash. He's holding a staff that has a gold top to it. He's got a red crown that's got like gold elements on it. And Karmella is sitting this like gold enshrined chair and is wearing this gorgeous like blue and gold dress, and like the blue crown with the topper, and just look, both of them look so regal. I did it again. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, me again. So this video was one of the chaotic ones that I've filmed so far. I think it equated to about 30 minutes of me talking incessantly about all the drag artists that I love and admire so much here in so-called Vancouver. So I've tried to piece the moments together into kind of organized fashions, but I had to come in here and tell and kind of, I don't know, give segues in between, and also add in some additional information. So I'll try not to get lost in these thought spirals again. So here are some other images of Scotty and Karmella, as well as their Instagram and Karmella's TikTok information. I don't know Scotty, but from what I've seen, Karmella and other community members post, he seems like a cool dude. And Karmella I do know, and they are a wonderful, beautiful person, as well as a wonderful performer. Their smile lights up the stage, as I'm sure you can see here on these images. And they're such an honored member of our community. So I don't know a less chaotic way to show this, but I wanted to show some of the charities that this coronation year, like the 2023-2024 year, what some of the fundraising efforts are going towards, because the IICS is a nonprofit with a mandate for raising funds in its specific region. So every kind of location that has court will have their own local initiatives. So him is one of them, which is a great organization that exists kind of beyond the gender binary, but still with the him title. But working in harm reduction, we get lots of safe drugs and safe supply and safe sex supplies from them. The Vancouver Black Therapy and Advocacy Fund is here in so-called Vancouver. Anya, or Urban Native Youth Association, is an Indigenous organization. Vancouver Friends for Life was born about in the HIV and AIDS crisis, and Igale, which is an organization that not only kind of improves the lives of people in Canada, it also will do things like file or bring up instances in court that will show human rights um, kind of discrepancies and go to court for 2S LGBTQIA people. And I'll talk about that more in historical moments. And again, on the DMS's website, again, not a great way to show this, but if you pop on the website, you're able to actually see historically who has been Emperor, Empress, or starting in 2018, Emprex in Vancouver. And there are some really amazing performers within this page. There's, Elma Bitches, bearded queen right there. It was fantastic. Sorry, this is so blurry, so I'll put up some other images of some of these personalities that I know. Continental Breakfast is the 2018. Going backwards, you can see Emperor, I think 35 is Jaylene Time. Kendall Gender is also in the 2020 version of this, and I'll talk about her later in more depth. But yeah, I did it again. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so when I say I did it again, I am referring to getting lost in my own like thought spirals, especially when it comes to drag. I feel like anyone who has ever been to a drag show with me or heard me talk about drag artists in Vancouver know how much I love and appreciate and value and respect all of the things that Vancouver's drag scene has to offer. If you haven't been to a show here and you have a chance, please get into it. And I hope that I can share some information about current and former reigning emperors and emprexes, as well as other people who sit at court now with Karmella's reign. Um, so other non-binary drag performers that have been elected to Scotty and Karmella's court include Batty B Banks, Bukuru and Toddy. Amazing. Batty B Banks is a force to be reckoned with. Their looks are jaw-dropping. Their like moves and flips are so fun to watch. And they're an exceptional performer. Mix Bukuru is a non-binary drag performer and a burlesque artist, and they always give like emotional, thought-provoking, sexy, emotional talent like up on stage. And the third person that sits in the current court is Toddy, and Toddy is one of my favorite performers and people of all time. They won their season of Call Me Mother, which is a show on Out TV where you can check them out. They have a master's in opera, which is so fucking cool as a drag performer. They also started producing music, and their
So I
talent,
went on
the
for
three
another
songs that have
5
been
minutes
released
about
so
how
far
great Toddy
are
is, so
freaking
basically
amazing.
watch
And
and
they
stream and follow EVERYthing Toddy. See you in part 2 of this chaos.